Hello, I decided to make this video to show how I used my Silhouette machine to type on cardstock. I do have the new Cameo 3, but the options in the software are just a tad bit different. So I thought I would pull out my Silhouette Portrait, which the software is exactly the same for the older Cameos. So that shouldn't matter. Everything should be exactly the same. As you can see, what I did was just take out the blade and put my black Silhouette pen in the cartridge instead. And I don't have white 8.5 by 11 cardstock right now, so I just used this light yellow color. So what I did was just opened to start a new project, and instead of putting in, a graphic or a picture or whatever, I just went over here to the sidebar and clicked the font option. And then of course this menu came up under the fonts. And I have one that I think is like a typewriter, American typewriter. So I bet any can be used. That pulls up on your Silhouette. And I thought a good size was about a 14, but you can adjust it to your liking. And just clicked on about where I would want it on my layout, and I typed up this here. Now over here in this top, there's some different options where you can click to fill the font. I didn't want to fill anything, so you can look at that later and see if there's any other options within your color that you want to do. But really all you need to do after that is just go over here. Oh, sorry, one important thing is right up here, the registration marks, make sure it's turned off. And then over here, under cut conditions or cut settings, I chose no cut because we're not cutting anything. And the material type, instead of cardstock or any other material, I just chose the Silhouette sketch pen. Okay, and then over here, sorry, my son just messaged me. Over here on the side, my portrait is ready. I'm going to hit start. Hopefully it'll do it so you can see it. Yep, it's typing. So sorry about the shadows and any noise. I don't have regular video, all the stuff to make good videos, just my iPhone. That's why I couldn't totally do everything in the tutorial for you, but I could at least get it started and show you that way. So we'll just let this finish and then I will post it. Sorry about the wait. I guess I should have wrote something a lot smaller. Now on the Cameo 3, if you have that, it's really the same thing. Just under the material option up here, there is, like a pen 1 and a pen 2 because there's 2 cartridges. And you would, all I did was just take out the blade, just like I did here, and just chose the cartridge 1. I didn't even mess with the cartridge 2. I didn't have to click anything at all. Just click Silhouette pen as the material on cartridge 1, and that's it. So it's basically the same exact thing. So we're almost done. So I'm not real sure on determining where you want to put your font. I would guess maybe kind of start your layout, figure out where you want everything, and then maybe just kind of measure how far down, so that way when you pull it up on your software, I have never pulled up like the ruler on here, but you may be able to determine how many inches down it is, and that way you can kind of gauge exactly where you want it. I may want to choose a smaller font later to make it look more tight. And I'm not sure if I have the fill on or not. I don't want my font filled. I don't want it to be real thick. I'm going to look at that later next time I try to do it on my own. So we're about 5 minutes in here, so hopefully it's almost done. Alright, so I will release it, and there is my typed font. It looks pretty clean, straight, nice, exactly where I put it on the Silhouette software. So that looks great. I apologize if I said a lot. This is my first video, as I said, so I just wanted to get this together to show the fun way that you can type on your Silhouette. Thank you. Have a good night.